For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. I'm appears here in Marine City, St. Clair, each Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday now throughout northern Macomb and all sorts of all of northern Macomb and all of St. Clair County on Channel 12 on Thursdays and Fridays, where we welcome you. We've got a great big lineup of guests, beginning with the people from the Harvest Dinner, which is a great Harvest Dinner in Marine City at the Lady on the River Parish, also known as Holy Cross. Father David Beachel.
Good to see you.
I'll get it down. And Ron Sykes, nice to see you. Welcome back to the Focus Center.
Thank you.
It's here again, the 45th. Talk to me about it.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Yep.
Every year, same time of the year.
Great committee, though.
It is. I'll say a bunch of the same people helping out annually. It starts up sometime as early as in spring, early summer, people planting vegetables, getting things in the ground, getting ready for us because the fall festival comes, or fall dinner, and yeah, it takes a bunch of people to help us put that together, and it's a great event.
Father, you are new to this parish recently.
Yes.
But you're not new to the area.
I'm not new to the area because I grew up in Algonac.
Right.
So I was asked by the Archdiocese to come this July to serve, and I was very amazed that the Archdiocese asked me, but I was more than happy to come, and it's surreal and humbling to be back home.
Oh, it's got to be great to be back home.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to Catholic schools in Algonac?
I never went to Catholic school, actually. The only Catholic school I went to was seminary. What happened was my family moved in the area in the summer of '92. I went to Point Trumbull Elementary, Algonquin Middle School, and Algonac High School, the Muskrats. So
wow, yeah.
2002.
They're doing great.
Very glad to see the football team. They've come a long way.
They've come a long way. This is their second great year in a row. So you were ordained and you were assigned to Our Lady on the River Parish, which is 3 parishes, right?
Well, it's 1 parish in 3 sites, really. That's the best way to look at it. So it comprises Holy Cross, of course, in Marine City, St. Catherine's in Algonac, and then St. Mark's on Harson's Island. So it's really 1 parish with 3 churches.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And so you keep very, very busy.
Busy, yes, but never busy enough to be praying and attentive to the needs of the people. So we're not victims of time. Everyone's running around like a chicken with their head cut off. We don't do that. We make time for the most important stuff, and we're making time to do a good job for the Harvest Dinner. The food prep actually begins on Wednesday morning.
I read that.
So.
There's a turnip
squash peeling team.
That sounds very unique.
It is very unique because
very labor intensive.
So there's a lot of hearts and a lot of hands involved in the dinner. Now, my favorite part, there is a lot of baked goods at the dinner. So I have a sweet tooth. That's my downfall. But if you, we've got a roast beef dinner, chicken dinner. But my favorite part is the desserts, and we've got a lot of those.
I've been there and seen the blueberry pies and the raspberry pies and the pumpkin pies and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So how much are tickets, and where do I get them? And
tickets are available at the door.
Okay.
They are $10 for adults, $6 for children 4 to 10. 3 and under are free, and we do have carryouts.
Oh, really?
Yep, and they're $9, and that we've done a huge carryout business. Probably the last 3 years it's grown, it's doubled in size. So there's a lot of people choosing to go there.
I read in the parish paper you're hoping to do 1,000 meals.
We've been doing over 1,000, close to 1,100 last couple of years.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's been a great event.
That's wonderful.
Yep. We have a raffle too. By the way, the raffle is available. The drawing will be that evening. Prizes are $5,000 for first place, $3,000 for second, and $1,000 for third place.
What happens to the proceeds?
Well, the proceeds really help the life and mission of the parish.
Okay.
So everything from the schools to all the charitable works that we do.
And as we all know, there's less and less money in every arena. So this kind of thing serves two things. It gives you a good meal, and it also helps somebody.
The main thing, though, this calls everyone together as a parish family. But then we have people who come to this every single year. So the main thing, of course, is this is a time for us to come together and enjoy some really good food. That's the main thing.
And fellowship.
Exactly.
Fellowship.
Yep. Community.
Have we missed anything?
No, I'm good.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down and enjoy the food.
Yeah.
You have another meeting you have to attend, so we're going to let you get on the road, drive safely, and we're glad you're in St. Clair County.
Thank you so much,
glad
Paul.
you're at Marine City. And,
I'm glad too.
And Algonac and Ben on Harson's Island. You're back home.
Yes, good to be home.
Good to be home. See you soon.
Deal.
We'll be back with some representatives from Marine City. We're going to talk about pumpkins, popcorn, and politics in just a second. Fun, unique things are happening in that wonderful city of Marine City, Michigan. And joining us to tell us all about it is the Executive Director of the Marine City Area Chamber of Commerce, Erica DeLang, and she brought along a friend from the Mariner, Laura Scotcha. Laura, nice to see you. Welcome back.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
Erica, nice to see you
again.
It seems like you were here just a week ago.
I know.
Nice to see you. Buy Nearby, I think, was the program.
Yes, it was. That's this weekend.
Is that working good?
Well,
it's this weekend. Yep.
This weekend, yes,
Okay.
to promote buying local.
You brought some props, which is wonderful.
Yes.
And you've got a project going, which is called
Pumpkins, popcorn, and politics.
Pumpkins,
Yes.
popcorn, and politics.
Yes.
Who wants to start? Laura, talk to me about it.
Okay. Well, we came up with a zany way to.
Not you.
Gary and I,
Okay.
along with Erica, came
Right.
up with a way to promote Marine City,
Okay.
but also promote getting people out to vote.
Right.
So
It's important.
Yes, it's very important. So what better way? We tied in 2 Guinness World Book record attempts. With also, we would like to get a record to get the most people out to vote in Marine City and break not only our record, but maybe a citywide, statewide, nationwide record for the most people, which is like 68%, I think.
And,
like that.
and looking at previous elections in all of St. Clair County, just
Horrible.
not Marine City,
Oh, yeah.
they're awful.
No, it is.
They're down where it's embarrassing to even talk about them.
Absolutely.
And your efforts are to be applauded for trying to
Yeah.
get more people to get out.
Well, we've already had an increase in people coming out to register.
Yeah.
That's what our city clerk just told us. So
Good.
It already has made a difference. So our idea is, just get out and vote. That's
Right.
your right, and it's important, and be a part of change, So.
Okay, so we're going to register.
So what we're doing is October 15th, we are going to attempt to break the Guinness World Book record of most simultaneously carved pumpkins. 1,200, and they will be in Nautical Mile Park.
All right, nice
You can
park.
register online at pumpkinpolitics.com. And you get a pumpkin that is this size. It's,
You get a big one like
oh
this.
yeah, they have to be, Guinness has a lot of rules. So
Okay.
it has to be 24.2 pounds, I believe. You get the carving kit.
Okay.
You get an LED light, because when we're all done, we're going to illuminate the whole park with lit pumpkins at night. It's going to be
it'll be
fabulous.
beautiful, beautiful.
And we have a lot of activities for kids. One thing that we are doing also is kids get an opportunity to vote, and they will be voting for their favorite princess and their favorite superhero. And then they get a sticker that says, I voted. So it's just a way to show kids, and then hopefully the parents see it, and it inspires them to vote as well.
I think it's great, and it's so important. There's more people who are voting absentee. There's more people
Yes.
that are traveling around and might not think about registering as they move to a new city.
Right.
And just to bring up the subject is such an important thing to do.
Absolutely.
I went and stopped at all of our local areas that are covered on CTV, City of Marine City, East China Township, St. Clair Township, and I picked up a sample ballot from each one of them. And as I went through them all, they're pretty much similar. They're all about this size. But the important thing is the national that's coming up in November is pretty much on the front face of it. And then there's some state boards and things along those lines, and some county offices. But the back side is really important to you and me and those of us that live in in Marine City and St. Clair and East China Township and St. Clair Township and so on and so forth. On the back side of these are a proposal from the school district, school board election, and then your city offices, and so it's important to not just vote on the front page,
Right.
but also turn it over. And you can see it's not that long of a ballot. It won't take you that long, but it's so important, whether you're Democrat, Republican, whatever you are.
Get out and vote.
Just get out and vote and make
Right.
it happen.
Yep.
And all the municipalities are keeping registrations open, I think, until October the 11th. Am I right there?
I believe so, yep.
I think that's the date. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I'll have to ask, we'll have to ask your city clerk.
Right.
They know the
That
answer.
that would be the answer.
Yeah.
That would be the answer.
In addition, on the 16th, I forgot to mention, because we are going for 2 Guinness World Records.
Right.
The other one is the longest strand of popcorn, which we're going for a mile long.
Okay.
And you can also register that online as well. So we would love to be able to connect 2 countries,
It's
being
been
the
done.
U.S. to Canada. So we're working on that. But like I said, Guinness has a lot of rules, and we have to follow their rules, and we need to work with the Coast Guard.
I saw one line going across the St. Clair River years ago when they were building one of the Edison plants.
Uh-huh.
And they had a helicopter and they had a wire and they were bringing it across the river and they dropped it.
Did they really?
They dropped
Yeah,
it. So
I told
it's
Gary
not-
we should
it's
get a
not-
helicopter.
It's not an easy thing to do, but
No.
that's a great idea too. Fun idea.
Yeah, but we're also doing things to promote business too that
Yeah.
weekend. So Erica, if you
Okay. Well, one thing is a business can register for a table at our pumpkin carving. So if you register to get a table for the pumpkin carving, you get your table. You can advertise your business, plus you get 5 pumpkins for you and your employees or family members to carve. There is an age limit on the pumpkin carving, 5 and up, because you have to be able to carve by yourself. So that has been a question coming up on age. And then we are also encouraging our local restaurants to have kind of quick meals available, because we are going to have a lot of people coming to town, just something they can run in and get and go eat. And we want to keep all of the people in the area using our local restaurants and shopping. Some of the restaurants are even talking about having special pumpkin themed or popcorn themed items.
Pumpkin soup and
whatever,
fun stuff.
Pumpkin flavored coffee or things like that. We also are having a shuttle bus available from the school. So from the high school, so we're offering parking at the high school. You can take the bus, and then we'll have a loop where they can get dropped off at different areas.
Whoever registers gets a free pass to Vanden Bosch Farms, who has the corn maze.
Okay. Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll have, if weather permits, we will have the bus going around there as well.
Right.
So
But they can use that pass throughout the
throughout the
opening
season.
of the corn maze, so they don't have to do it that
day.
weekend.
Okay, wonderful.
So we're hoping for really good weather.
Continuing great things happening in Marine City.
Yes.
Continuing.
Thank you.
All right. Have we missed anything?
No, I
we
think
got
covered.
it.
Just
trick or treating too.
Oh
that
yeah,
night.
we'll have trick or treating at the different. If a storefront has a pumpkin,
In the window?
a bright orange pumpkin in the window, paper jack-o'-lantern, then that means they have trick or treating things available.
But
and
there's-
costume contests.
There still will be citywide at a later
Oh
date.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is-
just to add to the
Yeah,
fun of the
yeah.
whole weekend.
Right.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you.
Yep. This
All
is
right, it's
extra.
called Pumpkins, Politics,
Popcorn.
and Politics.
Politics. Yes.
And as you see here, your city, your vote, it's in your hands. Great idea. Good job, ladies.
Thank you.
And Gary, too.
All right. Thank you.
We'll be back with information about Taste Fest, which is coming up at St. John River District Hospital on October the 17th, in just a minute. Two pleasant people are here to talk about a very pleasant event which is happening on Monday, October the 17th, from 5:30 till 8 p.m. in the lobby of River District Hospital. Kelly Matthews from the hospital. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Had a meeting this morning.
Yep.
And Mr. Ron Miller, the illustrious you're not a vice president. You're the
Not the-
principal
How about that?
of St. Clair High School and a member of the East China Education Foundation Board.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Paul.
We are here to talk about a wonderful thing which is called Taste Fest, which is now in about its 6th year, where it pulls together, in this instance, it's going to be like 13 or 14 restaurants, lots of baskets to bid on, and have a really nice evening in the month of October. and it raises some money for stuff. Kelly, talk to me about what it raises money for.
Well, for us at River District Hospital, the one thing it's sponsoring is our Hope Fund, which our Hope Fund came about a few years ago when we saw that some of the patients in the hospital had some economic needs, just stuff that was trouble to meet the cost through themselves. So it's a fund that's designed to help patients if they need help with an ambulance bill,
okay,
with medications they may need to hopefully keep them out of the hospital as well. So it's funded with associates donate towards it through events like this, and also through the St. Clair County Community Foundation as well. So,
oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. And Ron, there's always two charities at this Taste Fest. This year it happens to be the East China Education Foundation. What's that about?
Well, East China Education Foundation is a foundation that's been established for about a decade. Supports all East China School District teachers, students, and building programs. $122,000, I think, since its inception have been donated back to various programs, which really
just within the district.
Just within the district, which is really it's a nice support for staff who have innovations or programs that have special needs. Last year, I want to say like $15,000, typically in units of about $750, coming back for. Last year in my building there was an after-school pottery program that involved about 20 students, and we've purchased science hardware. I don't mean like technology, but certain devices that, like for instance, would keep items extra cold. There's a name for it. It just it eluded me, but
chilled.
Chilled. But I mean, we're talking at a couple hundred degrees below. So, anyways, it's a valuable program and really sustains.
So it helps teachers buy stuff that maybe isn't in the budget.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
The schools, as has been illustrated day in, day out on the front page of the paper, the schools are striving just to make ends meet. So a lot of times requests to go on not on deaf ears, but on ears that don't have any money.
That's exactly right. I mean, the hospital is a service organization. The school is a service organization. When you provide service, it's costly, and there are lots of details, and it's nice to have the support of the community through an event such as the Taste Fest to generate the money that allows people to do good things.
We said it starts at 5:30 in the lobby of the hospital. It's only $40 at the door. You get a glass of wine, and you go around and you can sample from 13 great area restaurants, the Sweet Tooth, Marine City Fish, Murphy Inn, Schoolhouse Grill on Harson's Island, River Crab, Little Camille's, the Gallery, Catch 22, just a bunch of the ones that you'll know, and maybe some you don't know.
That's right.
So, talk to me about the hospital. I know the staff loves it.
The staff do. I have enjoyed it over the years. This is why I agreed to chair it this year, along with my fellow board here. And it's a great opportunity to come into the hospital in a relaxed setting to see, though, what we do have in the hospital a little bit, and to get the community in our doors. So it's a great opportunity, and it's a chance for us to give back to great things too, like the East China Community Foundation.
Yeah, so many times when you're going to the hospital, you're not going in very smiling conditions. You're going under duress sometimes.
Yes.
So to come in the front door and sample some good food and have companionship and friendship is good.
Yes. We'll even have our own hospital. The St. John, one of the St. John cooks will be coming to do a presentation as well. So they do a really good job with it as well. So even the hospital food. So
when I walk in the lobby, there'll be tables there, and then the food is distributed down the hallways.
Down the couple hallways, yep, by the meeting rooms, and down our nice big glass atrium there. So yeah, it's just a nice chance to see a little bit of the.
And it's not a formal event. Whatever you want to wear. Or
whatever you want to wear.
We just want you to come. $40. Where can I get tickets?
You can get tickets at the hospital gift shop, the Sweet Tooth in Marine City, Neiman's Market, and we can also just buy them right at the door when you show up. So.
Good. Okay.
And the other thing too to keep in mind is we will take donations as well for the food pantry at that time.
So, oh, okay, very good. Yes, I did forget that. So it's St. John River District Hospital lobby. Proceeds going to the Hope Fund at the hospital and East China Education Foundation. Monday, October the 17th, 5:30 to 8. Mr. Miller, did we miss anything?
I think we've got it all covered. We just hope to have a great turnout and know that we will.
Always a pleasure. And I'm going to see you shortly doing the homecoming game is coming
next Wednesday. Already.
and we'll have fun with that.
It's going to be a beautiful day this year. No rain.
No rain. Okay, we guarantee that's guaranteed on the TV. Sonny Elliott will be coming to see you. He'll talk to you about it.
All right.
One of those guys. We'll be back with Sue Daniels. And Sue is here to talk about the Santa Parade in St. Clair. And that's fine because she needs you to get thinking about it now so when Santa comes, you can be with him. We'll be back to hear about that in a second. Said just before the break we were going to talk about Santa Claus. Really?
Yes.
Miss Santa Claus, Christmas Carol herself, the original Christmas Carol. Susan Daniels, nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
Welcome
Paul.
back to the Focus Set.
Thanks for having me.
You are here to talk about an event that's been growing every year.
Yes.
How many years is this that you...
This is our 8th annual.
Your 8th annual.
Yes.
And it, with the help of wonderful people like Cargill and
Yes.
others, it has grown to be a really well-attended and spectacular kind of parade, Christmas parade.
Yes, it has. And the reason we're coming to talk to you so early is because starting next week, the letters are going out to all the past participants and to all the past people who made donations to the program. And so we wanted to give everybody a heads up that the letters are coming. And if they don't receive a letter, they can call me at my home phone number, which will be listed on the screen, or they can pick up their letter and form at City Hall.
Okay.
They will be available there. And the parade is going to be held on Friday, November 18th at 6 o'clock. And we ask that the entries be the Friday before, that's the 11th. So
is there an entry fee?
No, this is a free, absolutely free. All we want are participants. It can be any organization, any business to promote their business. This is great. And the whole thing is to light up St. Clair. We give out plaques to the best lighted creative units, and it doesn't have to be a float. It could be a walking unit. It could be anything that's creative and all lit up.
Okay.
The more lights, the better.
So you've got a great announcer host coming back, Mr. Wheeler. Bob Wheeler is going to be with you.
Mr. Wheeler and Mr. Dingaman will be with us.
Right.
And we appreciate you two doing this every year because it gives us something to remember when we have the copies made and how we can improve.
I alluded to Cargill and their effort. Talk to me about what they've done in the last couple of years. Their engineering department's gone crazy wild.
These young men, I tell you, it seems to me they go back and right as soon as the parade's over, come up with an idea for next year because they have been fantastic, from a big carnival on the back to a huge freighter and a huge gingerbread house. They have just outdone themselves every year, and they're one of our biggest sponsors too.
Good.
We're very grateful to them.
So you're looking for sponsors.
Yes.
You're looking for entries.
Right, and that's why on the second page here, so people don't get confused, at the top it says, yes, I would like to sponsor. Now, if you don't want to participate, but you would like to donate toward our parade program, then you can fill this out and send it back. There'll be envelopes, little envelopes in the big envelopes that you can send it back, or you
like
can
a wedding invitation.
Yeah, or save the date, or you can drop it at City Hall. Then at the bottom it says, yes, I would like to participate, and then here you would fill out all your information regarding what kind of a unit it is, how many people are going to be in it, etc. And we do specify that in the letter that there be no live Santas in your unit.
Right.
We have one Santa Claus in the parade who come, and we bring him from the North Pole down here to get the keys, the key to the city of all the hearts of the children of St. Clair.
So the letters will be going out, and the closing date for
is the 11th be Friday the 11th of November.
Okay.
So that's the week before.
Yeah.
That gives my crew a week to get the lineup done and get everything set like that.
And if anybody or any organization has a question, all they got to do is call you at 329-4498.
Correct, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Or if they're omitted, if they thought they should have gotten a letter and they didn't, they're welcome to call, and we'll make sure that they get it, or they can stop in at City Hall and pick up their information. Every year it seems like we get bigger and bigger, and we love that.
Yeah.
And we'd like it to even be bigger this year. So.
Oh, you're starting early enough.
Well, we are, and the idea is to get it out, or everybody waits till the last minute. Oh, can we jump in? We would like to know as we go along. We also have the reindeer back, but they will be in their candy cane corral because we're not walking them anymore. Right. They tried to fly too many times because they're so anxious for Christmas, and so we keep them in the corral, and the children can feed them. And
it's a wonderful event.
Yep.
Christmas Carol, we thank you very much. You do a wonderful job. It's a labor of love for you, and
yes, it is.
You do a great job at it. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll obviously have Christmas Carol and under the name of Sue Daniels back again to talk about the parade as it gets a little closer. Don't forget Taste Fest and pumpkins, popcorn, and politics in Marine City. Lots of things happening. And of course, the Harvest Dinner down in Marine City coming up too. See you next time. Paul Dingeman. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.